to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
DJ Olivia Dope from New York recently came out with a video explaining her departure from the Joe Budden network. She was part of a podcast, and she posted a video on her social media basically saying that Joe sexually harassed her. And that's the reason why she left the podcast. So Joe put out a statement. And basically in this statement, he's taking responsibility. He says, as a podcaster, it's my job to address topics and create dialogue around them during the conversation. In the podcast, I didn't handle the topics with the sensitivity they deserved. I recognize my words and power in that situation created an upsetting environment for Olivia. And upon reflection, both the network and I take full accountability for this. So it was a statement that he gave to Rolling Stone. So he apologized sincerely. He says they're going to take the episode down. But he's pretty much, taking accountability for all of it.
Now, in my many years on the radio and the many sex convos and different things that I've been a part of, what I saw happen with Olivia Dope, I've seen happen before. But the difference is you as a whether it's Joe Budden or whomever's listening to me right now, I didn't watch the whole episode. I just saw him, flirting with her and, trying to, act like he wanted to holler at her. I don't know if that was real or not. I don't know if it continued after it was on the recording.
According to
of the
Olivia,
video.
Ebro, there was parts that were edited where he got a little bit more explicit.
But did he pursue her after the program, like in the I guess air quote in the real world? The only reason I say that is because as people go into these shows, and I've seen it and I've been a part of it, and you're having a sex convo and people are talking crazy, and I didn't watch this whole thing, so I'm not speaking specifically on this. I'm just, for anybody out there watching, male or female, because it's happened to me from females and I've done it to females, where you're having sex combos or they're starting to say they would do XYZ to you or they're touching your body, et cetera, et cetera. You have to first check in with them and make sure that they want to be a part of something like that. Mm-hmm. You can't just, all of a sudden jump into a combo with somebody and start, flirting with them or acting like you want to do XYZ to them. And in the video I saw, Joe got up, hugged her, and grinded his hips jokingly, and clearly he knew everybody was watching and there was cameras there, so it wasn't anything he was trying to do underhanded. But clearly Olivia wasn't in on it. She wasn't she didn't, she didn't opt in for that and felt pressure in the moment to participate. You know what I'm saying? Which makes it a different scenario.
And let's also just be real too. I don't know, in this era, like right now, and I'm not saying that in a bad way, with just us knowing more and having a greater understanding and appreciation for the situation that women are inherently in the workplace, you just can't. We don't talk about things the same way. It's just not quite the same. And I don't know when that conversation was from, but I'm sure that conversations I would have deemed appropriate because they were fun and on the radio before probably wouldn't feel that way anymore.
Yeah, I think she quit. I think it happened 2-3 months ago.
Oh, so it's very
recent.
It's
recent. Yeah, it's very recent.
Well, good for him. Good for him for owning it though, and not trying to fight it and just saying that he messed up.
There's no fight. He'd be an idiot.
Yeah, well said.
Right. This is an interesting story. Issa Rae says that basically Nipsey Hussle helped her and Lauren London make up. So she expressed, it's just an interesting story because I'm like, Issa Rae didn't like Lauren London? Where did this come from? So basically, back in the day, during her Awkward Black Girl series, her web series, she pretty much kept dropping Lauren London's name, saying that she would be perfect to play the lead character. And I think Lauren London took it as offensive. What, I'm an awkward black girl? So they didn't really mess with each other. And then
really,
Nipsey during an event got them to talk, you know what I mean? And got them to kind of connect and make up. But
if they really had a problem over that, I got a button for them. It was, the awkward black girl was a skit.
Don't give the brush to Lauren London.
It was acting, bro. What are we talking about? What?
like, don't
You've
do
gotten
it.
confused about acting before.
Who, me?
Yeah, when we interview actors.
No, those are documentary people when we're interviewing. I know the difference.
You sure?
I know the difference.
You know who Franklin Saint is? Is Franklin Saint a person or an actor?
Yo, listen, Snowfall, the documentary about Gary Webb and crack cocaine in South Central.
Again, that's not a documentary. It's an actor.
Uncle Jerome was there.
Well, no, Uncle Jerome is a real person.